John Fetterman makes a shocking bond with Republicans. He has good things to say about Kash Patel. I believe he will eventually join the Republican Party. The Democrats, by the way, are saying he could be their next presidential nominee. I actually think there isn't enough hard, crazy leftist in him to stay with the Republican Party for long. Welcome to John Mike Keene as we consider John Fetterman. He's actually more Republican than some of our own rhinos.
You met with Kash Patel, I believe, right?
Yesterday, well, yes.
He's talked about going after Trump's enemies.
Yeah, and we've had conversations, but we had all of these interviews were all off the record.
Yeah, off the record. That means it's secret to you, ABC News. Don't try to put a wedge between them. Now, Kash Patel did say he would go after Trump's enemies, but he didn't mean it in that way. You have to put it into quotes and define what going after Trump's enemies mean. He doesn't mean enemies as in they're mere Democrats. That's the Democrat definition of going after your enemies is to go after every Republican. Trump's enemies were the ones who misused justice and put it under politics. See, Trump's enemies are different than the Democrats' enemies.
And those things. So I'm not going to go into detail, but he absolutely that's never going to happen. Like he was very.
He's not going to use the FBI to go after Trump's enemies.
No, that's not it. Or
did you believe him?
Taken.
I mean, he's written a lot.
That's what he claims.
What he explained, he's not going to use the FBI to go after Trump's political opponents. It's very important to clarify that. He's not going to use them to spy on someone just because they're a Democrat or just because they ever called Trump a name or didn't like him. That's not what it's there for. It's there to investigate crimes, federal crimes, conspiracies. That's what the FBI needs to investigate and not invent a Russia collusion hoax when they can't find anything on a political opponent. See, that's what Kash Patel is making clear to John Fetterman. No, I'm not here to persecute Trump's political opponents.
Yeah.
And I found out, his family's origin story and immigration. And we talked about that. And my family, immigration and things. And so I learned things about him. I never knew that he was a public defender.
Well, people didn't talk about Kash Patel's actual qualities. They were too busy trying to demonize him, even though he's going to take over the FBI, which is going to be a great day. And John Fetterman will be very proud of his performance. John Fetterman is open-minded, and that means I believe he's going to become a Republican someday. Here's the headlines. Toxins in school lunch. A key senator wants to reach across the aisle to fix it. That's John Fetterman, who's going to come across the aisle to fix toxins in school lunch with RFK Jr. He's already halfway to MAGA. Here's John Fetterman. Those hoping Trump fails are rooting against the nation. So John Fetterman wants Trump to succeed in a way that Democrats do not. Here's John Fetterman joins Truth Social and calls for Trump's pardon. He's already on Truth Social, guys. He's halfway into the party. What do you guys think? Would you welcome John Fetterman if he continues to move to the right? I'm John Mike Keene.